LetzRoll. What is good, everyone? Welcome to the International Degenerates Podcast, Volume 3, Episode 14, with your co-hosts, me, CCaptain420, Beauty Nightmares, and our wonderful special guest today, LetzRoll. Welcome, LetzRoll. Thank you for being here, homie.
Yeah, for sure.
Could have at least made your bed, mate. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
I didn't make my bed either, bro. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna pretend like I did. Zero with 100 bits.
On top of everything.
Oh, thank you, Zero. Appreciate that. Johnny Glass in the house as well. Let's go. No, it's difficult, man. I mean, I tried to make my bed every day, but I don't. I probably make my bed maybe 4 or 5 days a week if I'm being real with myself.
For me to even making my bed, I just lay on top of everything, even the comforters, because half of the time I'm overheating, so I'm just like, you know what, I don't feel like fucking making it, so I'll just do the easy way and just lay on top of everything, so then I don't have to worry about it. It looks exactly the fucking same.
Is it super hot in Florida?
Yeah, lately it's been in like basically 100 degrees, and like the humidity's at like 80, 85 roughly. So it's 10 times worse. But
alright, I turned them up a little bit in the call. Is everyone's levels okay, Zero?
What? Johnny Glass?
Test.
Thanks for follow, bro.
Yeah, that's Johnny. Johnny, that's Beauty Nightmares, my wonderful community ship quartermaster. Last surviving admin, founding member of the community ship. And yeah. You're gonna enjoy our content, trust me.
I built this shit with you, bitch.
Good stuff, good stuff.
What the fuck?
Swear this fucking music is.
Yo, let's go, Potato. I hope you're having a good weekend, brother. Thank you. Following
Why
everyone?
is everything
let's go.
broken in
Hell
my
yeah.
life? Like, I feel like... You know what? Fuck this shit.
You know, I feel that. I feel that, you know. Everything just keeps on going wrong, you know.
Yeah, it does.
I fix like three things and then
bro.
4 things break, and it's like I can't fix stuff as fast as it's breaking, you know.
My life is in a fucking verbal hole, and I've been drinking myself into oblivion.
Are you drinking alcohol now, or is that a Monster?
Monster.
Oh,
Monster Java. We don't even have that here. We have got Monster Java, but not a green one like that. Is that tea?
It's Irish cream, actually.
Oh, Irish cream. Wow. Has it got dairy in it?
David, you're a pervert. Yeah, there's dairy.
I keep getting Doom Dark Ages advertisements. Captain Stream, fuck.
Alright. I believe I'm good to go. I have all my chats up.
We're
Are you
already-
stroking the monster?
We're already a go. What do you mean? And yes, I'm stroking my monster. Wouldn't you like to see me stroke my monster?
Yeah, sure, do it again. Do it slower, though. You gotta do it a little more intimately. You gotta, like, kind of wrap your hand around the shaft of it, and then, like, go up and down.
No, I gotta be careful because I don't want to spill another drink on my keyboard.
That is true. So you have to do the two-hand method for safety.
Did you guys see the clip? Did you guys see the clip that I put up earlier of me like pouring the drink out of the keyboard?
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram this morning. I was like, the fuck? You're like...
Yeah. I mean, it still works. Big up Razor.
I can't hear LetzRoll very well, Cap.
I can't hear LetzRoll very well. All right, let me turn homie up. LetzRoll say something?
What the fuck do you want now?
Say something else?
I'm pretty good.
These nuts?
I think that's good. I think you're good there. But yeah, look,
I'm having voice cracks and everything.
Job's a good one. Nothing's broken.
What?
It fucking works, and it's clean. It's cleaner than it's ever been. It's glistening. It's shiny and glistening. So you know, it was a blessing in disguise, spilling a whole alcoholic drink all over my keyboard. But you know, we live and learn.
Does that one have like one of those like wrist support things?
Yeah.
Where like you can lay your wrist on it? Okay.
Yeah, but I like play too much Warzone, and half of the fucking thing is like peeled off of it.
Yeah, that's clearly. Yeah, that was mine. So I had to get like a brand new one.
Well, what I was thinking of doing is just peeling the rest off. And then maybe reupholstering it in like, I've got this really nice purple suede roof lining that like leftovers from where I did one of my cars. I actually reupholstered part of my chair with it. And it's really nice purple suede. So I was thinking I could do like purple suede for that. Because this actually just comes apart. I've taken it apart before. You can like, look, it just all clicks apart. Yeah, and then you can pop it out.
The only thing I didn't like
I'm gonna let
about
whilst
the
I
one
eat, no
got
worries,
with
broski.
my keyboard was the fact that it was just all like paper. So when my hands would sweat from like playing Warzone, like you said, or just anything, it would just peel off from like because my hands are
right,
acidic.
yeah.
Yeah, so it just completely breaks away the material.
What it was bong cleaning, yeah? I spilled a bit of alcohol from bong cleaning on it. Like one little drop. Just one tiny little drop. And then it went peely like that. Look, you can see where I spilled another drop of alcohol on it then. It goes like peely and the glue like unsticks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I see that
it
now.
went peely and then I just kind of I like picked half of it off. So it was at least halfway. But yeah, I think I'm going to pick the rest of it off at some point.
Yeah.
But no, big up Razor though. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was fucked. Like, I thought it was never going to work again after I spilled that whole drink all over it.
Razor is not only a good product, it's also party proofed.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
The only thing that I don't have Razer is a mouse. I use Logitech, but it's just more comfortable for me.
Alright, yeah, I have a Logi headset. That's the only
Yeah.
Logis that I have. But
I have a mix of products. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
same.
lie. I have,
Yeah.
like,
my mouse is a glorious Model O Odin. Logi headset, Razer keyboard, Rode microphone, Scarlett audio interface, Canon camera.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't feel like nobody sticks to one brand. It's just like whatever works for you.
No,
works for you.
yeah. Well, especially
Everyone
when I
has
used to
different needs and
compete
preferences
in,
as well.
Apex tournaments.
Honestly, all my stuff is a hodgepodge of shit I just accumulated and really didn't think about brands until like later on down the line.
I definitely thought about brands where like every single thing that I have, I put time and effort into finding the best thing for me.
Oh no,
Do you know
what's
what I mean?
going on here?
Not
Why
the best
do
thing
I
in the
not
world
see anybody?
necessarily, but the best thing for like me.
There it goes.
With my budget as well.
Yeah.
With budget in mind.
Right. And then
Something's wrong.
it also gets to where it's like if you're playing like games professionally, like how I used to compete in Apex Legends tournaments, I had to get like a
don't have
mouse that
people
was
showing
like
up.
beyond like comfortable for me, but then also make it so to where like it works really nice for me, like in my hand and just everything, because you gotta do like all these micro adjustings like when you're trying to kill someone. So I had to do a bunch of different research and just the whole 9 yards of it just to find like a good mouse that works for me, pretty much. Plus the other thing I would have to say is that it also depends on the desk setup. So like there's like a gap in my desk, so like I could use a wired mouse if I wanted to, but the wire kind of gets in the way more, so I had to switch to wireless because it just the ease of not having to deal with the wire weight was so much better. But that's just personal preference. Let's see. I want to say there's like little bungee cord stands that you put the wired part of the mouse into, and it kind of makes the feel of it being wireless.
Listen, yeah. My mouse weighs 67 grams. I can't even tell that it's wired unless I literally lift it up. And it like the wire.
I hate this mouse.
I
with a
pin my
passion.
wire
My
between
skills
my
pretty
drink
broke.
and my stream deck. So I have my stream deck here, and then I have my drink, whatever I'm drinking. It's an empty glass from F on Friday right now. On the right of that, and then the cable goes in between those two. So it's always like secured in a way. Do you know what I mean? It's never like it's never like in the way or anything. But yeah. If you are going to get a wired mouse and you are doing like comp gaming, you are doing streaming and stuff, I would say definitely get a light one. Oh,
Bless you.
excuse
I
me.
miss my SteelSeries so bad. Like this mouse sucks compared to it in every way.
What mouse do you have?
I don't know. It's like a Triton. Okay.
Respect the budget always. Yo, what's up, Die Hard? How you going? Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here, Ship Bowman. Appreciate you, boys.
I honestly
Hope you're having a
don't
good weekend.
know.
Yeah, we're always
It's my
balling on a
exes.
budget
I
out
don't
here.
know. I didn't have the money to buy another SteelSeries, so I just started using the old one in my
I
closet.
bought a SteelSeries headset not too long ago. It was the
I
worst
have a SteelSeries
decision
headset.
I
I
ever
love it.
made.
The where it's worth spending more money? Camera, microphone, obviously your PC in general to like be able to, you know, do a good stream. Yo, Baby Jelly with a 25-month sub. What the hell? That's more than 2 years.
Baby Jelly, what the fuck?
Oh, thanks so much,
Damn.
Baby Jelly. Hell yeah, that's big.
They're all riding
would
higher than
say-
anybody else.
I would say PC price wise, you want to put the most money in for what you want to do, and then just kind of micro budget from there. Like if you need to upgrade stuff, or like if a certain part needs to be replaced. But you want to make sure you just get everything from the get-go that you want to do. So like if you want to game and stream, just go for the most expensive stuff, so then you can be able to run everything without having to, buy a bunch of different graphics cards, CPUs.
Yeah,
everything.
but not everyone can afford a freaking $1,000 graphics card. I know. I helped someone. I helped someone set up a streaming setup the other day on literally on a £300 computer, like with a Ryzen 3200 and a 1650, like, and they can stream Fortnite at 720. Just fine.
Yeah.
Microphone plus headphone.
Honestly,
over gaming headset. Oh yeah, for sure. Microphone, headphones, and camera quality are the three most valuable things in any live stream, in my opinion. If you've got bad audio,
I think audio.
and I tell you, and you don't fix it, I'm leaving your stream. Like in the beginning, I had more leniency. Now, if I go into your stream and you have bad audio, I will leave your stream. Like I'll tell you, and then if you refuse to fix it, I'll leave your stream. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just at the point where I've helped so many people with their audio, and it's always the same streams that I go in. And the people that don't want to fix it and they get defensive and they're like, oh.
Lay down.
But it's like,
chill out, bro.
I don't know. It's not hard to spend like some of these people will stream for 8 hours a day, but won't spend an hour watching a YouTube video on how to refine their audio or So I don't know. It's one of them ones, isn't it, really? Yo, what's up, Mr. Nervous Nate? How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
If it's not even audio too, even just quality for the actual gameplay footage, if they won't take, at least half an hour to do the research on how to run everything, then it's kind of well, you're kind of hitting yourself in the balls there. You know what I mean?
By the way, guys, if you ever come into my stream and my audio is fucked or my camera's messed up or my bitrate's going shitty and my stream's lagging or whatever, let me know, innit? Tell me what's wrong. I'll get on fixing it. I'll sort it out.
Yeah, he's notoriously known to be good at that shit.
It's what I do.
Yeah, shit.
5 megabytes upload speed ain't stopping no one. We out here in 1080p, baby. Let's go. Oh yeah. You know I got you every time. Oh, thank you, baby jelly.
Dude, my brain is just not there today, man. I am so hungover. Oh my god.
Brain needs the brain. Yo, let's send Beauty Nightmare some love, guys. Let's show Beauty Nightmare some love. She's feeling a little bit worse for wear today. I think LetzRoll is actually the only one out of all three of us is actually in a decent way right now, because I was out last night myself. And
well, almost a week now, I'm going through heavy withdrawal symptoms of just of stopping a psych medication that I wasn't doing anything for me, and it's killing me completely. So, but I'm trying to take stuff to kind of mitigate the symptoms, but it's killing me.
What kind of symptoms are you experiencing? I'm just curious.
So, for me, it always starts in the morning, and then anytime I lay on my bed. So it would be when I first wake up, it would just be instant lightheadedness, dizzy, wanting to just.
Are these side effects from your medication, or is this what you're taking medication for?
No, this is stopping it. So
Oh, so the meds is to stop what you're talking about now.
Yeah, this was what I just stopped taking because it wasn't doing anything for me. So I stopped it. But now I'm having all of these, basically dizzy, lightheadedness and just really lethargic.
It's quite possibly your body just, going through withdrawals of something, maybe? I don't know. Is your body just adapting to not having, these extra compounds in that, that you add in every day? So, you'll probably be okay. Drink water, eat green food, eat lots of protein, carbs, and good fats.
Yeah. It's a lot of the time I'm too nervous to even go to sleep because it's I don't want to wake up with that same feeling for a week straight now. So I've been doing everything I can, like water-wise, and just everything I can to, mitigate some of it at least. But
Yeah, it's good, man. You just gotta keep up with the positive movements,
yeah,
and
the only things
and
that
because
like,
I genuinely believe that most people that are on psych medication, not all people, I'm not gonna even go there and say that, but most people that get given psych meds, anxiety meds, antidepressants, all of that, a lot of those people just need to start exercising, eating better, like taking better care of themselves, like give themselves a fighting chance in the mental health department before going down the route of like getting
I
all
don't
pilled
even
up.
want to talk about this because this is something I'm so passionate about. It's kind of disgusting.
Well, let's talk about it. I know you're passionate about it. I'd like to hear your opinions on it, but
Well,
I feel like
feel like
doctors should try and help people in different ways before they say, "Oh, take all these drugs." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree with you highly because drugs aren't the answer a lot of the time. It's good diet and exercise first. And a lot of people don't fucking have the excuse of, oh, I don't have the time, and that's not the case. You can make the time, people are just fucking lazy. And I'm sorry if that's cruel or cold. But
no,
if you can't take 20 minutes of your day to walk down the street and walk back to your house, it just makes no sense to me.
and you don't even have to do that. I don't even leave my house most days, but I'm doing my push-ups, sit-ups, calisthenics, dips, dumbbells. I work out at home every day. I make sure I go outside and get some sunshine, even if I'm not leaving. Like, do you know what I mean? You gotta give yourself a fighting chance out here.
But that's the cultural problem with America. That effort doesn't exist. Like, it's not a thing that's culturally wrapped into America at all. It's oh, you don't feel good, here's a fat burner. Oh, you want to lose weight, here's some Ozempic.
The problem with that is big pharma and money.
Yeah,
money gets made off of people getting fucked up on the pharmaceuticals, and that's why.
Yeah, like, American culture is fucking disgusting. Like, the first answer is, oh, go to the doctor and get Ozempic to lose 30 pounds. It's like, bitch, go to the fucking gym and stop being lazy. Why is it so hard to put an effort for yourself? It makes no damn sense. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so passionate about that. It pisses me off, dude.
And the other thing too with the Ozempic is that, like, it's meant for people who are diabetic, like type 2, type 1, but there's people who are not diabetic that are somehow getting like fucking Ozempic, Mounjaro, and they're not even diabetic, but they're using it for weight loss. And it's like, it's for people that are diabetic like me, because I'm type 2 and I can't get the shit unless I'm paying $150 for like one box, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, that's messed up as well. What's mad is they'll be quick to prescribe everyone all of these mad pills and that, but people like that need insulin that are diabetic, if they can't pay for that, they die, bro, and they don't even get that for free. What?
Yeah,
like what?
So
that is mad to me. The whole health system in America is backwards. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, we've got it sorted in the UK, because we don't. The NHS is a fucking joke. Yeah, we've got free healthcare and that is incredible, but like it's all getting privatized and like, yeah, it's
I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet, but not get too political. But when Biden was in office, he was attacking the insulin pricing. But what he did was that he made insulin, quote unquote, affordable, and he made it $100 for a box of insulin. Well, here's the thing: health insurance covers insulin. But now he made it to where health insurance cannot cover insulin whatsoever. So even if you have two insurances, you're still paying $100 to $150 a box of insulin. When if you're comparing it to covering it with insurance, you'll be paying like $35. So he made it more by doing it that way. It's fucking stupid. Because my dad goes through that. And he's diabetic, he gets insulin, and he's paying like $200 a box for a month because he's using a fast-acting insulin and a long-acting. Well, because of what Biden did with the insulin shit, he's just paying out the ass for just 1 month's supply of insulin. And it's really ridiculous. I don't know why he did it like that, but health insurance would have definitely covered it way better than what he did. So I just feel bad for my dad because it's like, I don't know, the whole thing is just fucked up with that.
I am so on the other side of the boat with this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like yes, some diabetes are genetic, and like you have the genetic based diabetes.
I don't know if it's type 1 or type 2, but one of them can be
2,
reversed.
Type 2, you're born of it, but there's some diabetes that are based off diet and lifestyle.
Oh,
and
yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
have this type of diabetes, why aren't you making an effort to make your life better? Why? Like, that's what breaks my brain. I understand if you're like handicapped, born with an autoimmune disease, born with type 2 diabetes, you know what I mean? Like,
well, a lot of people comfort eat and do food like it's drugs. Eat food like it's drugs, you know what I mean? And overeat because they can't stop. They're addicted to fucking sugar and trans fats and fucking
I don't know, man. Like, I can't
all of the bad shit
I can't
that's in food.
Dude, I was hanging out with my friends and there was like 3 cakes, bro. I had a baby piece of like sugary cake and I couldn't even fucking finish it because I was so like.
It's too rich,
vegetarian.
like, yeah, your body responds differently to processed sugar once you go plant-based. I noticed that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
crazy.
If I
eat refined sugar, I will feel like not good. If I eat fruit like natural sugar, I feel absolutely fine. I can eat as much fruit as you can put in front of me, and I'll feel absolutely fine. If you give me sweets, cakes, like pastries and stuff, I will like not be able to eat much before I feel sick. Do you know what I mean? So where sugar is coming from is a big thing as well. Like,
plant-based fruits taste way different than they did 6 months ago. They taste better as I've kept.
Yeah, because your palate has changed. Your palate for food has changed because you probably developed more of an appreciation for flavors. To be honest,
I understand people have their feelings, but I feel like there's no excuse for your health and your wellness. Like, now that I've put the effort into my health and wellness, I think it's the best thing anybody can do for themselves. Not only does it make you look good, it makes you feel good, and it makes you confident. And these are all beneficial things. And they say, and on research, if you do work out, you do get the same cells that you get when you're born. So it also helps your immune system. There is no reason why you should not be doing some type of form of movement. I don't care what you are. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you're in a fucking wheelchair. You can do fucking dips on your wheelchair. I don't give a fuck.
Wheelie does like chair yoga and shit. I'm pretty sure I've seen Wheelie like stretching around in his chair.
Wheelie actually goes outside.
Yeah, Wheelie goes outside every day, like, and goes to the gas station.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if like you're not doing any strenuous movement in the wheelchair, but just pushing yourself in the wheelchair outsid and just move.
Well, Wheelie has an electric chair. Wheelie has an electric chair, so it's a bit different for Wheelie, but he has like very like small amount of movement, so he's like yeah.
I was also meaning more with the people who just have a regular wheelchair, not like, you know, an electric one. Like, you can still physically move your arm and push yourself in it with the wheels. Like,
but it
that's
doesn't
also
mean,
really good too.
You can't buy some dumbbells and do some fucking biceps. I don't know, man. Like, as I said, I'm pretty cold about it, and I know that, and I'm very aware of it. But I feel like you have no excuse. You can make the time. It's just you don't want to.
Yeah.
You're scared someone's gonna judge you, and that's such a pathetic reason why you want to help yourself get better.
Right. Because even though like I'm not perfect, I still do everything I can to at least do something, even if it's not.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not even that hard to go outside and take a damn walk. I'm not saying for people to go to the gym like 8 days a week, 2 times a day, like I do. I'm just saying, like, it's not that hard to go on a walk for your mental health or touch some fucking grass.
I wonder if that's what a lot of the people kind of think in their head is when someone tells them that.
I think 99.9% of people know exactly what they need to do. They just don't want to do it. And a lot of people just need a lot of people just need a little bit of motivation. But what we're not taught in school, what we're not taught from our parents, what we're not taught in life is how to self-motivate. It's how to believe in yourself and actually like know that if you want to accomplish something, the only way it's going to happen is if you fucking get on with it and go and do it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was nothing. I had to learn that myself. That is like a life skill I had to pick up throughout the struggles and the fucking. Do you know what I mean? So like.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that is something that needs to be taught.
Right? Where it's like they don't even teach you that in school, and that's a fucking shame. It's like you have to self-teach that yourself, and it's.
Yeah, and if you don't motivate yourself, like if I didn't motivate myself, I wouldn't do anything. I would literally just lay in bed all day, stoned out my nut, watching movies on Netflix. if I never learned how to motivate myself.
Because it's fucking comfortable.
Because that's the easiest option, you know. That's the easy way out. It's a cop out, isn't it? It's like a.
It's comfortable.
And a lot of
That's
people.
It's comfort.
Yeah, some people.
It's fucking comfort. It's fucking comfort.
Some people's comfort is a box of Twinkies. Mine is like laying in bed stoned watching a movie on Netflix, isn't it?
Like mine is playing video games. I'm not gonna lie to you. Video games are my crutch. Believe it or not, I can sit there if I like a game. I'll sit there and play for 15 hours and zone the fuck out, and it's bad.
I've been there.
Yeah, we both have, but like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's really.
Mine is just painting Warhammer, guys. Stupidly enough, but I mean, it's.
Well, no, that's like a positive hobby. That's not something you turn to when you're like going through a dark time. You know, that's like a constructive hobby that you actually put productive effort into.
That also like gets me out of like depression a lot of the time because it gets my brain like thinking in more of like creative ways of like instead of thinking of like what's going on outside of it. Like my brain immediately focuses on like, okay, what kind of look do I want to go for? What kind of color scheme? And just the whole 9 yards of it. And it gets me away from like whatever's going on in the background. And it's awesome.
What I'm trying to say is like behind every face is some type of problem. And everybody's going through something regardless of a fact, right? Like no one knows what everybody's going through, but everybody's going through something. But at the end of the day, like people have to realize everybody's nobody. Like no one is special. No one is fucking special. And when you realize that, it makes it a lot easier to do things for yourself. Because you're like, who fucking cares? No one's gonna fucking judge me for this. I'm no one special. They're no one special. Who fucking gives a shit?
It's not... I don't like the way you're wording it.
I know.
No one is more special than anyone else. Well, might be a better way to say it.
I guess the way I was...
There you go. That's it. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, there you go.
But we are all special. Especially you, Beauty Nightmares.
Yes.
You're a very special one. You are special.
Well, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like.
Oh, hey, Indy, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Well, happy Monday for you, right?
Like, there's a certain point of like, okay, yeah, like you have like that self, I guess, confidence, but also at the same time, to not. I guess be entitled. I don't know how to like describe it, but like how those.
I see what you're saying because people go the complete opposite end of the spectrum and end up being absolute pretentious, self-entitled assholes that thinks they deserve everything instantly for free, like and
and it's just like no, like
it's mad how it's like a spectrum in society, and there's people like. That feel like that, and then there's people on the complete other end of the spectrum that are the most selfless people that feel like they deserve absolutely nothing, and there's people that would give away their last fucking penny, even when they needed it more than the person they're giving it to. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect example. Comparing kids that got their high school diploma and their GED if they didn't get their diploma, but they still go through the GED classes to get it. And then there's the people that just drop out and just don't give a shit because they feel like they don't need school. But it's that kind of thing where it's like, I witnessed a bunch of like kids nowadays where it's like they talk about, oh, I don't need a high school diploma, I don't need a GED to like make like $100,000 a year. It's like, if you know how to do it, go for it. But I mean, you gotta start from somewhere.
It depends who you know in life, to be honest, when it comes to how you're gonna be set up for a career out of education. I know people that didn't do well in school that went into manual labor trades, brickies, builders, and then plumbers and sparkies make the most money. And all of those people that learned a trade are doing well in their life, they're making money, they're homeowners, things like that. And then there's a lot of people that were smart at school that are doing a job that is nothing to do with their degree whatsoever. They're not even getting paid that much. They're miserable in their job, and it's like, so it just kind of depends. If you know exactly what you want to do, if you want to be a brain surgeon, if you want to be a doctor, and that's what you want to do, then you know your path. Do you know what I mean? You know exactly what you have to do to get there. You know what qualifications you need to get there. You know, like how much time and effort. But, a lot of people, 90% of people are going into uni, going into getting these degrees and diplomas and qualifications, and they don't even know what they want to do with their lives, or they might think they know what they want to do with their lives, but then when they get out of education, they just take whatever job they can get. which is usually nothing to do with their qualification.
Yeah.
So I don't really believe our
and-
education system is set up very well, to be honest. Like,
No. And you know, you also get the people that just they drop out and they don't want to do anything but just collect disability money and not do anything productive.
well, I never went to college and I never went to university. I went to work straight away when I was 16 because I wanted to drive. I wanted to get a car. That was like my #1 priority. And I did. And then when I was 17 years old, I was driving a car, you know, legally.
Yeah.
Because that's
For
what
me,
that's what I like set out to do. Do you know what I mean? So like, but I always worked. I never like continued my education. But all of my homies went to college and uni, so it's a bit of a weird one.
For me, I find a path. I guess my own path is more of like, okay, I'm very glad I graduated. I got my diploma, but I want to find a route where I'm not going to go into so much college debt or university debt. But I want to go straight. After realizing it, it's like, yeah, it's probably unavoidable, but I want to be able to find a way to where it's like, down the line, if I do decide to go for a long-term career, then
here is the way. You know exactly what you're gonna do. Exactly what you want to do as a career. You do it yourself, on your own, and you don't need a qualification. You don't need to fucking show your resume to anyone because you're your boss. You're doing the job. It's your business.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that is what. And when.
That's what I'm doing now.
And when did I tell you to do that? When we met.
Yeah, probably.
So you know, like I'm seriously proud of you recently. Like every time I get to talk to you, like you're telling me something positive that you've done with your business, with learning something, with meeting people, with making a new connection in you know, photography or graphic design, like yeah, exactly. There you go. There's another one. Okay, gotta go, Cap. I'll be back later. Okay, no worries.
I meant to tell you, but I didn't have a
I
chance.
appreciate you.
yeah.
But hell yeah, for those that don't know, Beauty Night Mez has recently started her own business up. It is called
I'm working on the branding right now.
It's called
Still in branding phase.
What's it called?
Wild Queen Creative.
Oh yeah, Wild Queen Creative. Yeah, the website is underway. You can check out her Instagram.
Doing it now. Pain in the ass.
Have I got
Because like that home job I have that's permanent. It's actually I could do that for my long-term career actually, because it's a law firm, so I can really just use that, go to law school, and then literally just make a career out of it. And like, you know, because it's a weird situation for what my title is, but I'm working with my mom's friend's attorney that owns a law firm, and I'm pretty much kind of like a paralegal in a way, but not really. So really, and I know there's law school all over the US, so that's right there. I can just do a career like that pretty much. Because I usually, a lot of the time, like watch law related videos, like court stuff and just the whole 9 yards of it.
Oh,
like,
a couple years ago, I had a massive phase where I was watching like First Amendment auditors and Second Amendment auditors in America. Like, I just had some mad fascination with it. I just, you know, it's so interesting to see like the police officers that are so convinced that they're doing the right thing, but obviously they're literally just like violating people's rights. And then when they, yeah, it's mad, like.
Especially with the right to bear arms amendment.
Because it's different in every state. There's different laws. But there was this one guy that I used to watch, and he used to carry his AR around Florida, like going with his fishing rod. Because if you're going to and from fishing, or hunting, you're allowed to carry your AR, like open carry.
Yeah.
And obviously he was basically just testing his rights, like, and every single time they would try and the cops would try and stop him.
Yeah, and really the crazy thing is that there's a lot of states in the US that like kind of not outlaw it, but they have so many restrictions on it, but it says clear as day that you can't screw with it. That's like your God-given right to own a gun and protect yourself. Like that's just common sense, and yet these states just want to restrict so many levels of it. That's where if you try to defend your home and everything, you're just going to jail pretty much. And it's just that's the part that gets me nervous, is that if I were to have someone that breaks into my house and I, stop the intruder, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna go to jail and be guilty of being a murderer?
Well, I feel like it's situational. It's like, oh, you shot the guy in the back that was running away, then yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. But if you shoot someone in the face that's got pointing a gun at you, of course, that was a life or death. Do you know what I mean? If they had a knife and they was running at you, that's a life or death. If someone is like mentally disabled and they accidentally broke into someone's home thinking it was their home or something, don't shoot them in the head. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta like it's a situational thing when it comes to defending your home. Do you know what I mean? Whether lethal force is required or not, it's something that we can't really determine in the UK. We don't have the right to bear arms. Like someone broke into my house and I've got to defend myself with a weapon. It's probably going to be a blunt object that I can pick up. I don't have a gun. Do you know what I mean? Like no one has guns. Like
there was a story in LA like about a year or two ago. There was two people that jumped over this guy's fence in his house, had him at gunpoint. He turned around and pretty much fended them off, but the two intruders ran away. And this was on California. Well, the California State Police revoked his concealed carry license and pretty much banned him from carrying a gun or just owning a gun.
Did he shoot anyone?
He was the one. The intruders were shooting at him, so he had no choice but to shoot them back because. Yeah,
I do know when there was like some mad shit going on in America, there was like all riots and stuff. Someone's the riots went past someone's big mansion. And they tried to like break down the fences and like get into this couple's house, and they had ARs and they was like shooting them basically as they was all like running into their property. But it was like, what are you gonna do? There's like a mob of fucking 600 people like trying to mob your house, like.
Right. And
like I would have done the same thing to be honest. Like
with that California story, it mind boggled me mainly because of the fact the guy was defending his home and his family, and they just took his right away to do that like after the fact.
Where's St. Louis?
No, it's in LA.
No, what I was talking about happened in St. Louis. It was
St. Louis. Okay.
Yeah, it was a couple called Mark and Patricia McCloskey, and they was waving AR-15 and a handgun at protesters outside their home last year. They both got fines and received jail time.
Jesus.
But it's mad. It's like, bro.
Society's getting crazy, man. I don't know.
The justice system's completely shagged. The justice system's fucked. I don't believe in our justice system. Yeah. The American justice system is shagged as well. Good luck on it. If you if you get arrested in America, you're fucked. You got to wait in jail for years before you even get a trial. Like, what the fuck's that all about?
Yeah,
they can only hold you 24 hours, like in Europe.
Named Vince Ricci had his concealed carry permit revoked after he used a firearm to defend himself and his family from armed intruders in a driveway shooting. That highlights that even when acting in self-defense, California law enforcement agencies can revoke gun carry licenses, potentially leading to a temporary or permanent loss of gun ownership.
Well,
just from defending yourself.
I kind of get it. Maybe it was kind of like this guy has like been in a shooting recently. We should temporarily revoke his thing. I would get that, like until like the cases is done or whatever, and like. But I don't know. Yeah,
they permanently banned his.
See, for me, I believe in in gun control. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that if people are gonna have guns, then they need to be mentally suitable to have them. Do you know what I mean? There needs to be some kind of basic like tests to pass, that gun safety,
you know what really
that you're not like a psychopath.
I'm a medical marijuana patient, and I'm not allowed to have a gun, but I'm mentally sound.
Yeah, they won't let the stoners have guns in a lot of the states. I'm pretty sure. If you have a medical card, you can't have a firearm.
No, you can't. You cannot. No.
I know here in Florida, before they did the where you don't need a permit to carry your gun, you still need to conceal it, but you don't need a permit. Oh, excuse me. So you still have they make you go through a gun safety course and everything like that to basically get your concealed carry, but just in general, they they have these background check forms, and one of the questions is being, have you been admitted into a mental institute? Well, they can easily look that up and if you tell them no, they can easily look that up and see that, hey, you've been admitted recently, and they can just deny you the gun. So it's like, I feel like it's a lot of the thing too, where there's some gun stores that don't really look into that much.
Well, there's private sales as well as a bit, because there's so many guns in America. I'm pretty sure like a lot of guns get sold privately all the time, like legally and illegally. So, you know,
illegally is through the black market, but legally you have to go through an FFL dealer.
Is that in every state?
Every state, yes.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Every single state.
Gun laws here in America are wacky, so sketchy.
National, you are required. Have to go to an licensed FFL dealer to buy a gun. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. If they find you that you bought one illegally,
so let's say if I lived in Florida, and I was a Florida citizen, and me and you was homies, and we wanted to swap guns, like we would have to go to a gun store to do that, basically, and do paperwork.
We would have to do a FFL transfer, because that's what, especially when you sell stuff too, like you have to do these forms. And also the other thing too is that if you sell a gun, for example, that you used to own, and then let's say like the police comes at your door and they ask you and they trace you back, like let's say if there's like a murder that happened or something like that, and it was the gun that you sold, well, a lot of the people will tell you to recommend keeping your emails or receipts that saying, hey, you sold it. Because 9 times out of 10, when that happens, they will trace it back to you, even though you didn't kill whoever in that or was involved in that murder. The gun is still in your name, even when you sold it. So everybody just recommends that you keep whatever paperwork that you have when you sell it, to just protect yourself in case if like something happens and it gets traced back to you. You can just show them, hey, I sold it legally, and they'll just say, okay, have a good day, because obviously you sold it, you weren't involved in it. So
there's more guns than people in America. That is true, Gingers. And I think there's like 12 bullets for every person in the world in America alone. or something like that.
Something like that.
It's fucking mad. Like, what the fuck?
America's fucked, bro.
Yeah, so, but, I mean,
right,
I don't know. I know I personally own a few, but...
Let me ask you some questions, LetzRoll.
Yeah.
So, LetzRoll. I've got to ask you the ultimate question. The question I always ask every single guest we have here.
Yes.
LetzRoll. What makes you a degenerate?
Probably the gun ownership, to be honest.
All my guns. Only a true degenerate would own all these guns.
Only a true degenerate would just own like a 556.
Hearing guns?
9mm.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Guns are cool, but I don't feel the need to own any, even when I was slanging. I would like to... I kind of wish we had a Second Amendment, and like in an ideal world, I'm fascinated by mechanical things, anything with moving parts. Like, I think guns are fascinating. Obviously, they are weapons. The purpose is to destroy. That's the purpose of a gun. But the mechanical, aspect of them has always fascinated me. So like, I've always been intrigued by firearms, but I was like, at one point, I was going to join the army because I wanted to become a weapons systems engineer so I could get the qualifications to become an armorer and then do that for 2 years. And then I would be able to go and work for a gunsmith in like America or Germany or something. That's what I wanted to do when I was a teenager. And then I became a mechanical commissioning engineer instead. But yeah, ideal world, I would like to own guns and have guns, but at the same time, I don't really necessarily feel the need. The one thing that I can't do is if my government turn around tomorrow and say, oh yeah, you're all going in concentration camps, you're fucked. We can't fight them. In America, you guys stand a chance. You guys have weapons. You can fight a corrupt government. Over here, we can't do that. If our government turn around and want to subjugate us, we can't fight them back. Do you know what I mean? We don't have the means. So that is why the Second Amendment is kind of an important constitutional right, in my opinion. Like,
yeah. And the things that I feel like a lot of the people in the U.S. don't get as far as like massive gun control is that a lot of the people think that the gun is what kills the person. That is not true, because if I lay a gun like flat on my desk and I don't touch it, I mean, what's happening? It's not gonna go off, right?
Guns don't kill people. Nah, rappers do. However, guns make it a lot easier to kill people. Is the thing, you know? Obviously, it's a lot easier to just point and click than it is to like look at someone and stab them to death. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that is why people that aren't suitable for gun ownership and being around firearms, like mental health wise and stuff, should like not be. And that's why I'm like a big advocate for like all gun control. But I don't like what we have over here. You know, we don't have it like.
I mean, I feel like
I could get a shotgun. I could get a shotgun license, but the hoops you have to jump through is crazy. You know.
I mean, I feel like on the UK side, it's a little bit extreme, to be honest.
It's very extreme. It's very extreme.
In New Jersey, we have some of the most strict laws, and it's like you go through a generic psych eval, like questions about your mental health. You go through a gun safety class, and then you get your firearms license.
Yeah, why does the public need silencers?
In Virginia, you just give your ID and they just give you a gun.
I get, like,
for example,
the public doesn't need fully automatic weapons. The public doesn't need extended magazines to an extent, or silencers, really. But at the same time, it's one of them ones where it's like either everything should be allowed or nothing should be. Really, I feel. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you can't be trusted with a gun, what does it matter if it's got an extended magazine and a silencer? Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah. The silencer, I feel like I would have to argue in the sense of... the silencer is made to like keep the bullets sound quieter, which actually helps your hearing. Because if you were to shoot a firearm that without hearing protection, like had noise blocking headphones or earplugs, it's gonna damage your hearing with just one gunshot.
Tinnitus.
And that's
it's a real thing.
It's legit. Like if you shoot like only 2 or 3 bullets, your hearing would most likely be severely damaged from just a gunshot.
Everyone was pulling out their guns at the party. Oh, I hate that, dude. I have to like cover up people's fucking webcams. I have to like disable people's videos and stuff. It's just like, oh. But yeah, no, I agree. People shouldn't do any substances, alcohol, drugs, and like alcohol or any other drug, you know. And then operate a firearm ever.
Using a gun at all, you should not be going to go into the fire range drunk out of your mind. That makes no sense whatsoever, and it's very irresponsible. I mean, handle it fair, you know.
If you're going to a firing range and there's a bunch of safety videos out there, it's like, it literally #1 rule is treat every gun as if it was loaded, even there's nothing in it. You gotta make sure that it's you gotta treat it as if
basic firearm safety. You learn that at the paintball when you're a kid, like.
Yeah, but there's still people that don't get that. Like I have literally encountered like 50 or 60-year-old men that literally just wave their AR-15s everywhere.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean by like people are fucking idiots, and not everyone should be allowed to have like a lot of the stuff. You know, some people that would be responsible with certain things, like don't have access to it, and in some cases, the people that are the most irresponsible people with things like firearms have a lot of them, and that's also making it a problem for responsible firearm users. You know, like.
Yeah, because, like, for me, I feel like everyone but everyone has the right to own one, but to a certain extent. Like,
well, I don't.
I don't know how
I don't have the right to own one. I've got civil rights. I don't have constitutional rights, so we have different rights. You have a lot of freedoms that got taken away from us, still intact. In America.
Yeah.
However, the land of the free is it's not always so free, from what I've seen. You know.
No, and I mean it's definitely getting there. It's just the ridiculous people nowadays. It's just making it really It can be scary sometimes living in the U.S. a lot of the time because of just how people are nowadays, and it's just like,
Well,
you never know what they're gonna do.
it's
So
like that. It's like I would say it's like that anywhere you go, dude. When I was in France,
Yeah.
I got sprayed with bear mace, like pepper spray, by some like gypsies. Where like when I'm in London, I'm always wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always not wondering, but I always have my head on a swivel, because I know all of these young guys have got knives. Every single one of these young guys have got fucking massive machetes on them. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
So,
it's fashionable, and it's only getting worse, man.
Just
It is. It's glorified. We have the drill scene, and all of these young guys are like listening to this drill music, and are glorifying these rappers that are talking about I stabbed up, this whole gang, and it's like, yeah, it's a big problem in London right now. Siege Vision manifesto in my stream now. What the hell does that mean, Siege Vision? Siege Vision, what does that mean? Spewing until I get cancelled, unhinged.
Oh god.
Alright, come here.
But anyway, regardless, like, it's just it eventually, things will just get not sorted, but I'm just praying everything will just get better, and I feel like it will. It's just gonna take a lot of time, and just a lot of it. It's just in general. It's just. I don't know, but
sad that any gathering in America, if there's any loud bangs, you see people running for their lives because mass shooting are a part of our culture now. Yeah, that's kind of a mad one.
Yeah, and but regardless,
the thing is like you can take all of those guns away from them, but it's never gonna happen. There's too many guns. And even here, we haven't had guns for 40 years or whatever, and there's 3 shootings a day in London alone.
Yeah.
One city.
That's the biggest.
So it's not gonna fucking stop, no matter what. People are gonna always destroy each other, no matter what. Like,
because this is what my saying is that the criminals don't care about the law. They will get the guns no matter what, even if it's whatever illegal way, they'll still gonna get the guns. Like, the bad guys are still gonna get what they need to do that shit. Even if it's completely outlawed in a country, they're still gonna find a way to get them and just cause more havoc. So it's one of those things where it's like, in the US anyway, with people having the right to defend themselves, if and when all that gets stripped away, well, what's gonna stop the criminals and everything from getting guns? Nothing. They're gonna get them regardless, and then it'll just be where nobody can defend themselves. So it's just one of those things. But I don't have an issue with like going on about it. But I mean, if it's too sensitive for everybody, then we can just move on from it.
There's nothing too sensitive for the International Degenerates Podcast. That's why we do this, because we talk about the things that no one else really wants to talk about, the things that people are scared to talk about. And it's about just like
owning the truth. It's more than just a podcast. It's like speaking about things that aren't touched, because society is cancel culture right now. Like, there's no one has a space where we can sit down and talk about a topic and actually disagree about it openly and not have that back and forth.
Apart from us.
Gone now.
Apart from us.
and Seth Rogen as well.
Oh yeah.
Whereas, like, if you just do it anywhere else, it won't happen. It'll just you'll just end up getting a fist fight if someone disagrees with you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, let's dive into the hard part, religion. That is a big one that people avoid down to the T. Like, I'm personally Wiccan, and I don't believe in the Christian God. But it doesn't mean I can't sit there and talk with a Christian about values in religion and not agree or disagree.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, because
don't even get me started on religion. Don't even get me started.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
See, I was born a Christian, but for me, I see it differently. It's in the sense of like.
So I don't think anyone's born any
in a
religion.
lot of-
I don't think you can be born a religion. I think you're born a human. Personally.
For me, it's one of those things where I tried to follow some of the stuff, but a lot of the things I don't follow or like I don't agree with, because it makes me feel like I'm so strict on being one. So I pretty much just see it as like, if being one, it's just, as long as you're a good person in your heart, then that's all that matters. It's like, don't be a dick, don't be an asshole.
You still have to like reflect that in what you do though as well. You can't just think it. It's important that you like align your actions with that as well. Do you know what I mean?
You identify with on, on your spiritual
level,
sure.
like thinking, oh, we just all gotta be good people is one thing, but like actually being a good person, that's the hard part.
Man.
That's the fucking hard part.
I can tell you right now. I'm a piece of
You've
shit.
come a long way.
You've
come a long way, even just since we met. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. See, for me, I feel like I've always been a piece of shit, but for me, it's one of those things where it's like, just because I'm a piece of shit then and now,
giving everyone something to look at, bro. Do you want me to zip up? I'm sorry. Hold on.
It doesn't mean that I can't, like,
my bad.
Be better, like, in the future. Like, I still have time to, like, work on things to not be that. So it's not like, like I said, it's not just because I was a dick and an asshole back then and now, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna be like that forever. Like, I can still be a good person, but it all depends on like how, like, if you truly want to do that, and if so, to stick with it, kind of thing.
Stop flashing your titties.
I'll do as I do, please, with my boobs, bitch!
She's gonna get me banned. Quick, cover her up.
It's not under boob, it's over boob, it's allowed! Twitch doesn't care about the over boob, bro!
They do somewhat. There's something in the TOS about what you can show breast-wise. It's mad. TOS.
Oh, they're very specific about it too. It's
yeah,
like
you can't show any under
cleavage.
boob. You can't show any side boob.
I've shown under boob on stream so many times.
Yeah, you didn't get caught. You didn't get caught.
You didn't get caught. No,
yeah.
I haven't. I've already got banned once, so I can't get banned again. I'll be fucked.
But
yeah, if you get banned again, you'll be on your final strike.
I didn't say that. It's okay. No, I'm on my first strike. I have 2 more. No, I have 1 more. I have 1 more.
You know Luxess. Luxess is on her final strike.
Really? Yeah. What did she do the first 2 times?
She did yoga in a sports bra. Yep.
That's seriously.
Yep. And people reported her, and she got banned and got a strike twice.
What the fuck?
And then you got these women in literally like thonkinis in fucking like hot tubs. I don't know. It's mad. Yeah, I don't know. It's mad. I gotta read it up because like
people in my house are riveting today. Jesus.
Huh?
Yeah.
What are you saying, ma'am?
I said the dead people in my house today are riveting. Just like falling off tables for no reason.
Oh, nice. They're liking the podcast conversation this week.
Apparently, they're like, yeah, more.
Oh, I hope you've all got your tinfoil ready, because in about 20 minutes' time, we're going to be delving into our special segment.
Oh, I have my tinfoil on my PlayStation glorified paper holder.
I'm going to have to make a new one. I destructoed my last one. Let's roll. My friend.
Yes.
You are one of the founding members of the community ship, my friend.
Am I now?
You are. How long have you been following me on Twitch? Let's have a look.
Maybe like a couple years or so. I don't remember exactly.
LetzRoll is not following me. Oh yeah, you changed your name.
Yeah, here.
Oh, there we go.
3 years, 5 months, 8 days, and 20 hours.
Wow. So we knew each other 2 months before the community ship ever existed. Interesting.
Yeah, because we were in OPG and Discord at the time. Before that was a whole fucking nightmare and a half.
Yeah, so I met LetzRoll through like some other streamer homies basically, and then when I started the community shit, he hopped on board with me, and we've been rolling ever since, pretty much.
I like the pun there.
Yeah, literally.
I see what you did.
But no, like I want to say there was one conversation where me and Kevin actually got close was when he was going through a dark time. I think before the community ship was made.
Yeah, there was not long before the community ship was made, and I've been seeing this girl, and I really liked her, and I got dumped, and I was going through it, you know.
Yeah, and I basically told him flat out that I went through that so many.
Whoa, Bubba following me for my titties? Let's go.
And like, I told him that it's like it's honestly normal, but it shouldn't. But it's one of those things where it's like you just got to be strong and just know that like just because that person pretty much rejected you or like just pretty much hated you, it doesn't mean that like you're a bad person. It just shows that what kind of person that individual is. Just shows them that they're an asshole and you're the better. So that's just the way I see it anyway. Excuse me.
Nice.
But I want to say, wait, didn't I tell you that I was also autistic? That was
What?
Like when
What?
I
Where are you running
like during
away
that
to?
conversation.
You're going to the circus?
I'm going to the circus and all I'm packing is beer.
Here's someone else
Fuck
that's
yeah.
autistic.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Are we
Are
gonna go like on a railroad cart and bring like the little stick with the spear and the little handkerchief?
Yes, and we have to bring large scissors.
What the David
Large
doing?
scissors.
Tell him he needs to make his guest appearance.
Yes, really large scissors because we just got hired to uncircumcise elephants.
Oh, we're gonna uncircumcised elephant.
Yeah.
DJ Cam,
But,
you can't hear me. Beauty Nightmares. You have to translate.
Yeah.
You're down.
You have to say if he. You have to say you interrupted the podcast, so you have to do a guest appearance, and he has to come say hi.
He's gonna go join the circus as an elephant circumciser. That's what he's gonna do.
Wow. LDJ Cam. LDJ Cam. He didn't even come and say hi to us, chat. LDJ Cam. Everyone unfollow. No, I'm joking.
He broke 500 followers.
Yeah, well done. Big up
Yeah,
DJ
I
Cam.
know.
500
Dude, he
on
just started
Twitch and
streaming
100
this
and
past year,
100
and
on
he's already
Kick.
at 500 people. He's doing
Damn.
fucking good, man. Took me like 3 years to build up those numbers.
I'm gonna get
yeah, I gotta
I'm gonna
keep
get
going with
beer.
the streaming. I keep
And then
Everything the Benji is
see,
calling
I
to say
keep
hello.
meaning to like go live, but then it's
Cap
just
the Benji, your hellos on the podcast.
I shall grace you with my presence.
There he is.
Look at this handsome
I have
man.
no presence.
Hello.
I look like that. I look like that.
Mm.
How come in your
Oh.
camera I look like the guy from the lead singer of Deftones?
Well, that's because I have good lighting and you don't.
And when I smile, I look like Count Chocula.
Oh, Hi-Fi was
Would you make
DJ
me a
Cam's
DJ?
500
Yes.
follower. Hell yeah, let's go. Does eating the
I was
booty
number
make me a
500, let's
DJ?
go.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
Pie.
I was just telling everybody you broke 500 followers.
Gingers,
Oh yeah,
I was
now,
telling you how proud I was of
we
you.
actually
yeah,
haven't.
now I'm at 510 on Twitch, and then I
Ooh.
am on 100 on Kick as of yesterday.
We haven't actually had this conversation in a
Party, I don't know
minute
what's
on the
happening.
podcast,
Party's
Gingers,
weird.
but we do
Party
have
like
that.
isn't
We
like
do have this
high school
conversation on the
party.
podcast often.
Maybe I should
Believe
stop
it or
inviting
not.
people to the party in
That
my
has
pants.
actually been the topic of
I'll have a
discussion.
party in your pants.
yeah.
Can you give me crayon pills while you're out?
Pharmacy.
Do you want to fuck?
Bring the whole cake.
All right, we'll have to finish up the podcast here pretty soon.
Sorry. I ran it, so I get UTIs easily. Fun fact, and I take cranberry supplements to prevent UTIs. Because a lot of for me when I have intercourse, I get them really easily, and the crayons prevents it.
You need
so
to.
I
You
ran
need to
out.
pee.
And I'm like,
You need to pee after.
I
After
do,
you
bro.
bang,
My
you have to-
bladder.
You
My
need to
bladder
drink
is a
before the.
sensitive soul.
You need to drink before the bang and then pee after.
No, I do. I do all that. My body sucks. My body sucks.
then you need
Alright,
to.
moving on.
Yeah, you need to drink
No, my
cranberry
body
juice
just
then.
sucks.
Wait, so
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
so
I do
so
both.
do,
I
do
drink
oh,
cranberry
okay,
juice,
yeah,
I
yeah,
take supplements, and I drink a shit ton of water, and it's the only thing that prevents it. So you know what? Let's...
yeah.
Anyway, not quiet. I've seen the RP streams. Oh, do you see my Red Dead streams? Anyway, does eating the booty make me a degen? That is our question.
Yes, you know it does. And I was telling Gingers, we've had this
Yeah.
discussion many times here on the podcast.
I know,
we can talk,
but this
we can
is
talk
what the
about it
people wanna
again.
talk
You know,
about.
we can talk
This is
about
what the
it
people
again.
want to talk about.
If you
This
guys
is what
want to
the people
talk
wanna
about,
talk
if you
about.
want to talk about going to Browntown, we can talk about it.
All right,
Alright.
so Roll, how do you feel about booty eating? This is where we're at now.
Juicy, delicioso. Like
So
the
you
fucking
are a
order.
booty pirate. We did not know this about you.
Yeah.
Let's throw a booty pirate. Hell yeah.
wow.
Let's go, let's roll.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh shit. So how did you discover your love for booty pirating?
It just came to me, honestly. I didn't.
Same.
It didn't find me. Well, actually, no, I didn't find it. It found me. So it worked out.
That's
Beautiful.
when
That's
I was
poetic.
when I was younger, a girl sat on my face and that was it. That was just like it looked tasty, so I thought I'd try it and it wasn't bad. So
Oh
you
my
know.
god.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right with my story.
The first time a man ever tongued my ass, I was like, I'm never doing this again. It is so dumb. I was like, this is stupid. It don't feel good. It's not pleasurable. I don't understand why people like it. That's me. I've done it multiple times. I don't get anything. I don't get off from it. I think it's gross. Feels fucking weird. I don't know. This doesn't feel right.
Well,
I would say for me, it
you're the
depends
only woman I've ever spoken to in my life that has that opinion on it, pretty much. Like,
I
there's
don't
being,
like
there's being
getting my
truthful
ass
about
ate,
it.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know, like,
It's
like
weird.
I don't know.
It doesn't
like,
feel good to me at all.
The women I've been with very much enjoy it for the most part.
I don't enjoy it at all. I literally have no sensation there.
I enjoy it. My girl and I swapsies.
Oh.
Hey yo, gingers.
Let's go.
Yo, let's go.
Is she good at it?
Bruh.
Now I have to ask the hard question. Is she good at the booty eating? Like,
I can't lie. I've never.
I don't know. I've
I've
never
never
eaten a man's
experienced it. Gingers.
I never eaten a girl's ass. I only eat vagina and I suck dick, but I don't eat ass. I'm not an ass eater. What's wrong, baby?
Hella
Hella good.
Bruh.
He said she does it right.
I don't know. I've never felt the need to like want that. I don't know. I've never like. It's been recommended many a time though, so interestingly, but I don't know.
honestly, like for me, 9 times out of 10,
Don't knock it till you
I'm an
try
ass
it.
eater, but
Yeah,
it depends. It just honestly depends on the mood.
it depends on
pretty much.
it depends on the ass for me.
Yeah, and that and just the mood. Just there's a lot of factors, but 9
Oh,
times out
we
of 10,
take courtesy showers first. I'd fucking hope so. I'd fucking hope so. Absolute degenerate. You gotta be a certain kind of animal.
Oh, don't knock each other. Dude, I don't think I could ever put my tongue near someone's butt. I don't think I could do it. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
well, you know what reward to give DJ Cam when he brings you back your cranberry sups.
I'm not putting my tongue nowhere near that man's ass. Fuck that.
Yo,
No way.
she's gonna do it.
No way. No
She's
way.
gonna-
No.
she's gonna
no,
eat the
no,
chocolate
no,
cake.
no. Hell no. I'm pretty sure
See-
David would fucking punch me in the face.
The only time I don't like it is if the ass is like hairy like crazy. That's the only time.
Oh
Other
hell
than
no!
that,
I'm not eating no hairy booty. Hell no.
That's what I mean. That's like the only.
There's
time
conditions.
I would
There's definitely a
not
lot of
agree.
conditions. Not every
Yeah,
booty is
exactly.
eatable. Like, you know, there's definitely been times where I've been like, yeah, no.
But like, how can you tolerate the taste of poop? Like, I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
taste like poop. If it doesn't taste like poop. You're not getting pooped in your mouth. It doesn't work like that. Like, that's what I mean. Like,
Now,
you send her in the shower.
comparing it
You
to-
send her in the shower. You know, like if I'm eating the booty, I'll probably clean it first myself. To be honest, I'll get in there go for a scrub, you
I
know.
don't know. Poop comes out of there. I don't know, man. It's like that's the only thing I would be thinking about before I even like go down. Be like, poop comes out of this.
I don't know. I've eaten a lot of booty, and I never had no
Really?
poop in my mouth. So,
Now comparing it to eating pussy and ass, I would say.
well, if
pussy
I'm
is better, but
yeah.
that's just my opinion.
I mean, if I'm eating booty, I'm definitely eating
I don't
pussy.
know.
If like the pussy is getting eaten no matter what. If the booty is getting eaten, that's like a variable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's not an every time thing. That's like an odd occasion. Like, oh, hello, old friend, chocolate starfish. You're looking rather tasty today.
Oh God! Oh no! No! Oh my gosh! No! I can't.
Oh God.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if you clean. I don't know, man.
What the hell
What
kind of
kind of
discussion
healthy
did I
conversation
landed?
did-
Oh no. The bidet is an amazing invention. Ass is clean. Yeah.
I have a bidet, bro. I use it all
Well
the
then,
time.
well
But I
then,
still...
if you were David
I
a
still
bidet, then you
don't.
probably have like you're probably good to go a lot of the time.
No, but the thing is, it's just like, why would you even like wanna even put your mouth near something that
'Cause it's-
poops? I don't know.
Because it's like there's
It's a
nerve
poop
endings
hole.
there.
It's weird.
There's nerve endings there. It's like I'm just gonna say that I've slept with girls and we've been doing butt stuff and they have come just from the butt stuff. Like,
What?
yeah,
How?
women can
I've
have
had my
regular
eating
orgasms.
ass.
It's a
It
thing.
feels like
Like,
someone's just licking my arm. I don't understand. I don't get off from it at all. It doesn't feel sexual.
not
for me
uncommon.
at all.
Exactly. It's a thing. Men as well. Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, for me, I feel like the pussy is more like
Yeah, it's
way
100
better for me.
There's like no nerve endings in my ass thing, because I don't know what the fuck is going on there. That shit was not pleasurable ever one time in my life.
To get to play with the poop as a baby. What the fuck? Can't we all just go eat a lovely scone? A booty scone.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I mean, my ass is clean, right? I've had my ass eat. Like, men want to eat my ass, but I don't like my ass eaten. It's the other way around.
Well, then maybe they're not doing it right. Maybe you just had bad experiences, and it wasn't the correct stimulation. Like, or maybe
I don't
maybe it's
like
like
it
a
at
psychological
all.
thing where you think that it's like so much, you're like so against it that you just don't enjoy it, even though, like,
I just
no matter
don't
what.
like it. I tried to be open to it multiple times, even drunk out of my mind. It's just not fun. Just like, why? I don't feel anything from it.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not. It's not for everyone, but
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Maybe I'm just like a straight white man when it comes to my butt. I don't know.
probably yeah.
not bad.
Everyone, at least most people. I am in the minority then, Philip, because anything with my butt, I just don't care for. The last time I had ass sex, I bled everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's clearly not like any like. That's not okay. Do you know what I mean?
Is this TMI? It's
No,
probably
it's not TMI. You said
Anyway,
this
moving
before on the
on.
podcast anyway, because we've spoken about this loads of times. This has been a topic on the podcast like 20 times, but like,
Oh.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said
Well,
all the
Ross
other
just
times.
eyebrow up
If
like,
you're
oh
if you're
my.
doing booty stuff like that, there needs to be clear discussion with your partner. You need to know what's going on. There needs to be preparation, hygiene, lubrication, and a lot of like trust. And if that isn't there, don't bother trying because it's not gonna go well. All right.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially the trust, I feel like, with any of it, really.
Prep is prep. Why is it so much effort to have sex?
Honestly, the prep isn't like the thing. Is more the
Does
trust.
she like not eat for 3
Yeah.
days and does an ass enema and like
No.
not eat for another 3 days? Her ass is clear. Like, is that like the process? Like, I don't know.
no, you just do it after poop time, isn't it? So it's empty.
I
Bruh.
still don't know understand why.
Boring
people
sex
are
don't need no prep. That is
Yeah,
true.
Because like,
That
if
is
you
true.
think of it that way, it's just like you're still smelling the residue of it. Like even if it's clean, like you're still.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
baby wipes your friend, bro.
A friend of mine entered the wrong hole by accident, got an infection in his urethra that spread to his kidney. Oh shit, bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god, that's awful. That's why dudes need to be going for a pee as well after sexual contact, because yeah,
Yeah,
it can happen.
for sure.
I could be an abstinence counselor in the southern state.
Everyone gotta pee after 6.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yo, everyone be
You're not
drinking
wrong
water.
there.
Stay hydrated out here, yo. Where's my water? Cheers, everybody. So, let's roll.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious. Everybody should go to the bathroom after have sex. That's just like basic 101, I would like to believe.
When is your birthday, Florida man?
December 11th.
Alright, let's have a look. December 11th.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. December 11th. Florida man, mall Santa Claus, sentenced for... Waffle House tattoo? What?
What?
So, I don't know if you guys know, if you type in like Florida man or Florida woman and your birthday, you'll like, it will come up with like an article of like some random like funny shit.
Oh god.
And I'm pretty sure we've done this on the podcast before.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, so
right
so for me, so my one is Florida man arrested for stealing 66 traffic cones.
Where do I do this?
So type Florida woman and your birthday into Google.
I'm doing it now.
But the only thing that kind of like sucks as far as like, I guess
How
December
do like
birthday.
what? How do I in Google?
Yeah. Hi-Fi, the
Oh.
Discord party was fucking nuts, bro. It went off. Like, I was litty. I was unhinged. I'm not gonna
Dude,
lie.
that was crazy. It
We
was
had
a
a-
6-hour stream.
Yeah,
That was
we had a
insane.
6.5 hour party, and I literally spilt a whole alcoholic drink
how do
all
I
over
do
my whole
this?
keyboard. And then I like,
Florida
there's-
woman
I
bites
put a
600
clip up.
pound camel testicles?
What? What does it say?
Florida woman bites 600-pound camel testicles?
God.
Well, there you go. That's what your Florida woman is. It's like,
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's so
well,
bad.
I don't know what's worse, 66 traffic cones or 600-pound camel testicles. I looked for a bit. I heard you talk about the spill. If you guys want to see the crazy spill, it's on
Can we
TikTok,
add this
it's
to
on
the
Instagram,
podcast as a
it's on
thing we do every
YouTube.
time for someone? Can we ask them their birthday and what Florida man or woman they are?
Oh,
I
I-
love
I-
this. I think it's great.
I do it every time we have someone from Florida on.
No, we should just do it for
Yeah,
each
yeah.
person.
Yeah, no, we should though. We should.
I think it's hilarious.
Very fair, yeah, for sure.
600-pound camel testicles get bit off. What the fuck? How do you bite that hard?
Oh,
Or
my
that
lord.
wide, for the matter.
Poor camel, I know, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the camel will live. It just might take like 50 years for it to fully recover. But it'll be fine.
So, when did you get into like gaming? Let's roll. When did you first start gaming?
I actually got into gaming when I was, I want to say like 11 or 12. Funny enough,
Oh, so you were quite old then, to be fair.
Yeah, so when the Xbox 360 was out and the current like Call of Duty back then was like Black Ops 2, I actually started like doing YouTube videos at the time. It was piss poor quality, like out the ass, but you know, I had to start somewhere as a kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, no one believes hear that at all.
So, and then pretty much from there, like I just been gaming ever since. But it was mainly on like Xbox. But then I want to say when COVID hit, like in 2018, 2019, roughly, give or take. That was, I kind of basically picked up a gaming PC pretty much, and then that's kind of how it went off with like streaming, especially on Twitch. Because you know I couldn't do anything because it was social distancing everywhere, so nobody could ever leave the house. So,
Hey, what's up, MD? Happy Sunday.
So I want to say like when I was trying to hit affiliate, it only took me like a week and a half or two. I want to say something like that. But then it got to where I was just inconsistently like streaming off and on.
Yeah, I remember you took a long time away from streaming as well. at one point.
Yeah, because it was just so much shit going on, like mentally and just outside of it too, like personal. And then I think when I got back into it, I was doing competitive Apex Legends. I was on a team and everything, doing tournaments and things like that. So I want to say that actually what kind of spiked it up, I want to say, especially because it was my first ever tournament that I did, and then I also streamed it. But I think I want to say in that tournament I made like 3rd place. I want to say, like me and my team. So it was
Sitting shirtless near the front door eating spaghetti.
but
with his
I
bare
haven't played
hands.
Apex in like so long
Sorry.
that it's just like, you know, I don't know any of the new characters now. They just came out with so many of them. But I think on my I usually main race, but I want to say I got her like total kills at like 20,000 or something like that. I want to say. But I know there's like #1 players for like certain characters that have like hundreds of thousands of kills. That's a whole other story. But honestly, if I had to get back into it, I would definitely like to do tournaments again for it, to be honest. That was actually like a pretty fun experience for sure. But it's hard to say.
You should definitely get back into some kind of like competitive gaming. You know, you're definitely like a good shooter, man, for sure.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is just sticking to Marvel Rivals right now because I'm just better at that game than any other game, and it kind of makes sense because I was like really good at Overwatch, like better than I ever was at COD or anything else. You know, like even though I liked COD more at times than anything else. You know, I was just never that good at it, but Marvel Rivals, I'm actually fucking really good at it. So it's like, I'm probably gonna stick with that for a little bit, because I'm getting really good clips, I'm getting really good gameplay content, as well as like bringing.
Honestly, Marvel Rivals, I wouldn't mind actually doing competitive for it too. Honestly, I feel like I do pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think it's also because too I have like so much experience from like prior first-person shooters and just shooters in general that it just kind of makes things so much easier. Just having that experience in general, especially with a game like Apex, because I feel like that's what really shaped my aim.
I feel like Apex is just like, I don't know, something happened with Apex, man. Like, I could never get into it though. I tried. I played Apex like every week for a couple of months, and I just couldn't hit my shots. And then I used to play Arena when there was Arena, and that's how I like learned how to play. But even though I got pretty good at Arena, and I learned the guns and the movement and stuff, I just still could never do very well in the actual BR. So I was like, man.
Yeah, I feel like Apex movement is like way more advanced than like, let's say Fortnite, like no build or.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anything like that. Yeah, because you got wall jumping, you got tap strafing. You got all sorts of movement shit in Apex, whereas compared to no build Fortnite, you just have like pretty basic movement. Same with Call of Duty, Warzone. But
you're the man, Stan. Urinary
so for me, I
wow,
feel
you
like
got the urinary tract health ones. You're the man, Stan.
so yeah.
Nice.
But
let's go.
What do I need?
Supplements, yeah.
I'm
I don't take any supplements. I should. I'm supposed to, but I forget. But I get everything I need through my diet. So like, you know, I make sure I eat a very balanced diet with all of the vitamins that I need.
Yeah. I mean, it's still not a bad idea to take a little.
Oh no, it's, like vitamins are good for you, aren't it? Like and it's hard to get, you know, all of the vitamins throughout the day. It is hard, you know. You got to eat a wide variety of different foods to get all of the different amino acids, vitamins, BCAAs, you know, like all of the stuff that your body loves and needs.
I have so many supplements on my desk that I just forget to take.
Like, you would think that I would need B12, right? Everyone's always going on about B12, you know, but I don't take it, you know. I just eat B12 fortified foods, like
hat section of the
unintentionally.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let me go get my tin foil. I need to make a new hat.
We're hitting that time where we talk about aliens.
Oh god.
Mason, you're not getting anything, Bubby. I don't know why you think these little pills are for you, bud. You're not getting nothing. They're not for you, baby. You have half an hour, and then you and I will have all the cuddle time you want in the world, okay? Does this sound good? I know you're flaring with me, but I can't help you right now. I love you. My dog wants a W so bad. He's been annoying me like every 20 minutes for one.
That's literally how all 4 of my dogs are, literally. And it's at a specific time. Because I know that they go for that at a certain time of day.
Oh, do you take them?
Yeah, I take them.
Aww.
I take them like 2 at a time because if I do all 4, it gets.
No, I don't blame
everybody
you.
gets fucking tangled up.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, at least that gets you out and moving. See, that's what I'm talking about. Simple things. Walking the dog. Not that hard.
Yeah, and then a lot of the time too, like my one dog, she'll like bite the shit out of my hand, but I usually play with her. That also gets me running around and doing stuff because she always loves to play chase, and none of my other dogs will chase her, so I'm always ending up the one chasing her pretty much everywhere. Just because none of the other dogs won't chase her. Excuse me.
Can't find my tinfoil, yo.
No, it's okay.
It's all good.
In the world.
Alright. I'm just gonna have to let them scan my brainwaves for this one, yo. I don't know how I feel about it.
I know, it's alright. Let's all just be open then.
I don't want them to scan my brainwaves, yo. Look, I'm getting my little cut. Oh, look, I'm getting this little flicky thing going back on. Look. What the hell? What the hell is that? Hello?
Hello?
What?
Oh no.
Where are we? Alright.
In your ass.
So, let's roll.
Yes.
What conspiracy theories do you believe in, if any, and why?
I would say definitely ghosts and spirits, for sure. I've actually gone ghost hunting a couple times, and I've personally, I've experienced like spirits and everything talk to me and everything. I personally went ghost hunting a couple times. It was honestly like a neat experience because like I've never like experienced anything like that where I actually had like spirits talking to me and like nobody would be there. So I usually, because like I believe in like, I guess it kind of correlates with like some of the beliefs in like the Christian faith. So I guess it kind of correlates to it because since there is an afterlife in like that kind of belief, and just hearing like ghosts talking to me and everything like that, it just, I don't know, I always thought that was cool to me anyway, being able to like actually hear someone talk to me that isn't alive or anything.
Well,
that's just the way I see it.
Maybe you're a bit clairvoyant. Maybe you got a bit of the like I see dead people thing going on. Maybe you're a little bit of a wizard, Harry.
A wizard? I like when you say that.
Next thing I know, freaking
I've always
like
been able to like see things that I shouldn't be able to. Not like, I won't say ghosts, but like it's almost like I can see what someone's intentions are without them talking, like from their aura almost. Like,
yeah,
that's something that I've always like been able to experience. Like when it comes to like speaking to beings on the other side, as it were, I feel like there's so many dimensions, right? And I feel like there's beings that can just like step in and out of dimensions like freely as they kind of want. And then there's other beings that are trapped like amongst dimensions or whatever, like kind of in limbo. You know? But yeah, I've never really like had a full-on conversation with ghosts. I've been in mad creepy places, and I've definitely like heard the spirits all like creaking the house up, and like, you know, like Ouija boards are messed up. Like, I don't
now,
know.
my house is definitely haunted. I
Well,
live.
the
I
house
live in
I
a
used to
home
live
that's
in
built
was-
in 1906.
You're a wizard, Harry, and a thumping good one. I'd expect once you train up a bit.
Since we're on the topic of like dead people and wizardry, I'm actually a very good tarot card reader. Fun fact: I don't tell people this very often, but I'm actually very good at tarot card reading.
Oh yeah, that's something that I've been meaning to try and get you to like do.
Yeah.
You should do like readings on your stream and stuff. Like Lux says, she doesn't do it for people. She does like a group reading for like the chat, basically. You know what I mean?
I can't do it like I can't do it virtually. It has to be in person. It's something that like I have to do face to face. It's never
even if it's for
doesn't
a
work that way.
collective of like energies. Even if it's like not for
Nah,
just
it
like
doesn't
one
work
person.
for me that way. I can't like go
I
through.
feel like with that, it's more
electricity.
one-on-one kind of thing. I feel like.
For me, I have to actually hold hands with somebody and like really,
Yeah.
it's a really
Lame.
intimate experience. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
No, I'm a hand holder. I like holding hands.
I'm learning how to cuddle again. I know that sounds fucking weird.
Yeah, that sounds weird. I'm a very cuddly person. I'm not very cuddly. I'm actually quite like, I'm all just like muscle and bone, but
Yeah.
I do love a good cuddle.
I would have to say.
I love a
like,
good
for
snuggle.
me,
Who doesn't?
I'm still trying to learn like that kind of thing, like cuddling and just like everything, like affection wise, like physical affection, just everything like that, because I've never, for like so many years, had a partner or girlfriend, whatever, for the longest time to like have that experience with.
Yeah,
So
I feel
it's
like
not
it
even,
comes
like,
naturally when you're like with someone for like in a serious relationship,
Yeah.
like all of that
For
stuff.
me,
just
it's
kind of-
more kind of like I get shaky about it, not in like a bad way, but it's more so of like, okay, am I like, doing like it's
At
a
least she
whole
smells
weird,
nice. What?
it's a whole weird thing where it's like, okay, am I
Yeah.
like, cuddling the person wrong? Am I like, am I making the person like uncomfortable doing something? Like it's just a list of things, and
You can't think too
It's
much.
still kind of
You can't think too much into it. Just let you like, it's just a cuddle, isn't it? I love spooning. Not gonna lie, I like being the little spoon as well.
it's like that's the thing, is that I never like for so many years had like actually cuddled with someone, so it's just the fact of like being so new to me. It's one of those things where it's like it's just the new experience of it, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
But all in all, like I really like after doing it a couple times, because like
yeah,
I
thank you
would,
for the like shit, Roman.
I would visit my long distance girlfriend and fly up to New York to see her, and like actually cuddle with her, and it it's at first it was like weird, because like I never, like I said, I never cuddled with someone before, but then after a little bit of time, it kind of became like I kind of slowly getting used to it, pretty much. I guess it's just one of those things for me. It's like I just gotta get,
I don't like
familiar
physical
feeling
touch,
of
so I
it.
like being a cheese grater left alone in the cupboard. Wow.
Oh my god. So, but
No, I feel that.
I
I
try
feel
my
that.
best to.
I've been the cheese grater. I've been the cheese grater. I've been the colander. I've been the cheese grater. I've been the juicer.
When I was younger, I was a very cuddly person. I was a huge hugger. I'd jump on people when I see them and hug them without question, and like, I just got cold over the years, and I'm trying to like manifest that old person who I was. I think that's where I'm at right now with that.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm trying to like be the person I used to be, where I wasn't like so scared of everything. But now it's becoming a struggle pretty much with it, because it's like it's tough, especially when And I'm not like making excuses for like, you know, everything I went through, like making that as an excuse, because obviously, you know, it's everybody has been through shit, and you know, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes you just gotta try to let go of that past and just try to move on from it.
Yeah, it'll come with time, dude. You know, like, and yeah, happy you found
It's
someone,
also
man, and
hard
it'll
for
get better.
me
Yeah.
too, it's also hard for me too, because it's like, it's also because I'm autistic too. I have like specifically PDD, which is, I guess, in the spectrum of everything. I guess with mine in particular, it kind of those things hold on to me a lot longer than, like, you know, a lot of people would. Like, if something like traumatic happens, like, there's, you know, it varies on the person, obviously, but I feel like for me, I hold on to it more, not intentional, but that's just how my disability is. I just hold on to things too much.
I think everybody does that in a way, though. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I think
No.
I think you're less
I know.
one than you think. If that makes any sense. I think that's the best way for me to put it.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
like a lot of the things that you feel are normal, it's probably like amplified a lot though. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like you're in your head more than most people.
Yeah, and that's
you guys get into manifestation, law of attraction / assumption, identity shifting kind of stuff. Yeah, we've actually spoken about all of those things before, on the podcast or one time or another.
I firmly believe in manifestation. That's what I'm relying on right now in my business,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I have no idea if this is gonna work. I have no idea if I'm gonna have money in 3 months, but I'm hoping one person says yes.
No, you will. I know you will. It will be a great success. Very nice.
Very nice. What is it? Brian Badande. Oh, harder, faster.
Brr. So what other conspiracy theories do you believe in, LetzRoll? Apart from, you know, like the existence of supernatural beings.
honestly, I would say that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, UFOs,
You believe in
I
the
don't
aliens?
believe in.
You don't believe aliens
No,
exist?
I don't.
You don't think they're here already? You think that they're not out there watching?
Oh no, here we go. Here we go, Cap. Cap's
No,
gonna
I
feel separately.
don't.
You don't believe in aliens? They're out there, bro. They're watching us.
Do you not like look around and just like think like this is designed, like this is like too good to be true? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Now,
Like
the
look
only
around and be
thing
like,
that kind of
something
like
ain't
actually
right.
made me think it
How did this
was,
come to be?
The drone, the recent drone sightings and everything. That was kind of making me think a little bit more. Was when that was starting to become a thing, like those random like drone sightings that are,
So,
just a bunch of them.
could I ask it like this? So, do you believe there's like no alien life anywhere in the universe? So we are the only intelligent life in the whole entire universe.
See, for me, it's I want to say, like, I really do want to believe that there is more than just us that are out there. At the same time, it's also hard in the sense of, like, because I'm more of a person that wants to see, like, physical proof of it.
I
and
feel
not
that.
just, like,
I'm,
so it's,
See,
for
it's a
me,
bit
if
of
I
a,
don't
it's a bit of a
physically
weird
have
one with
that
aliens
sort of
because
visual
I'm
evidence,
exactly the
then-
same as you. I need like hard proof. If you want me to believe something, I need to see it with my own two eyes. But there's just something about like the sheer size and the numbers of like how much is out there that just
Right.
kind of blows that out of the water for me. So I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm sold 100%. There's aliens out there. Aliens exist.
Yeah.
They're amongst us. There's multiple different kinds of aliens. I think that our universe was literally, like, our solar system was, like, changed by, like, a super intelligent alien race, you know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years ago, to be able to support biological life to evolve into intelligent life. Like, that's something that I genuinely believe. Like, I think the moon was, like, created to be a massive shield for our planet against, like, the sun and solar rays. It's, like, the perfect size to block it out. There's a lot of things that don't add up, but yeah, I'm like 100% sold that there's like aliens out there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's for me.
even
it's
though
the
I've never
thought
seen proof,
that,
I've never
like,
met an alien. I've never said hello, what's up, ET, Wagwan. I've never seen a UFO, but I know they're out there. I know they're watching.
it's
I know.
one of those
And if they can
things
hear
where it's
me,
like,
I want some teachings, yo. Share your knowledge.
Yeah.
Bless me.
the biggest thing that I would say, I guess, kind of similar to it, is that I truly believe that there are more like planets like this out there than what our galaxy has, pretty much. Like, I believe that I personally believe that because there are so, like, space is just way too big, pretty much, that I'm sure that there are way more galaxies out there that have planets that are like us. You know, that potentially could have aliens. You know, but it's also one of those things too, where it's like we just don't have the technology yet to actually do that. You know what I mean?
As far as we've been told by the powers that be, because Hive is talking about something interesting in the chat right now. I think it's a bit of both, Hive. I think they're trying to hide certain things that we've made.
I think,
and also they're trying to hide what is already like not ours that is out there. It's like a bit of both.
And honestly, I think it's to the point where it's undeniable that there's extraterrestrial life out there. So, for the point of protecting information they want to protect, they had to admit the existence of aliens.
Yeah, so it's just
So
for me. It's
semi disclosure was better than full disclosure in that case.
Yeah.
Semi.
Personally, like, like I said, I do want to believe that there's something out there more than just us, but it's just also hard too that I'm more of like a physical, like, want physical evidence, proof, all that stuff, or like personally witnessing it as also part of the physical proof kind of thing.
Yeah. I 100% understand that, because with pretty much every other thing I believe in, I need that, but there's just something there's something out there. I know it. I feel it. They're out there. Like, you can't even ask me how I know that. You can't even ask me to explain how I know that, but I know for a fact. Like,
for me, it's
I just know it.
Feeling that I know, but until I officially confirm that there is, I need the physical proof. But I have the feeling that there is, but I need the physical proof to confirm it.
I think there's a difference between saying there's life on other planets and saying they are zooming about Earth in flying saucers. Yeah, I get that. There's definitely a lot of unexplained things that have happened and be happening as well.
Now, the only thing that, I think the only other thing that, I'm kind of 50-50 with is the Bigfoot situation with that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Bigfoot. We're talking about Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah, let's go. I love a bit of sassy.
Yeah.
Sassy the
Oh,
Sasquatch.
yeah, let's go. What about the Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Let's tell us how you feel about that one.
So,
wait.
50-50
Before you get into it, can I just explain what I believe about a Bigfoot? It's going to be real quick. I believe Bigfoot is an interdimensional being that can just hop through portals into different paradigms and realms like that. I think that he's just some lit guy that just wants to go see what's going on in the woods every now and then when he gets seen, he just jumps goes behind a tree and jumps through a portal, and then when the guy runs behind the tree, Bigfoot's nowhere to be seen. He's like, what? There's no way. But no, he just went back to the fifth dimension or the ninth dimension. Sorry. Go on, LetzRoll.
Just for the shits and giggles part of it, if somebody wants to see a living Chewbacca, well, there you go. There's Bigfoot's a fucking living Chewbacca from Star Wars. But anyway, honestly, my personal belief on Bigfoot is that I could be wrong on this, but because this was what I was taught, the pre-age of BC and all that stuff, where humans were more of basically apes, pretty much more ape-like than humans, but still has that human feature. I feel like that's kind of a remnants of one of those lone, like leftovers kind of thing from back then, pretty much.
Well, I think we evolved from primates. That's something that I 100% believe in to be like true scientific fact. I believe in the stoned ape theory, which not a lot of people believe in, but I think that the monkeys was eating the magic mushrooms and then they became like mad intelligent too quick. It like boosted the evolution. It like boosted the evolution of our brains, and it basically made us super intelligent. And like, you know, we got too clever for our own good, and here we are. Like,
yeah, I personally believe Bigfoot is just like a lone, like one last of pretty much a primate, or like someone that was before.
So you think it's like a different species of Homo sapien, kind of like Neanderthal, but something different entirely. Like, I see what you're saying.
Like either. Yeah, like, because the videos and everything like that, it just looks not too good to be true in that sense. Just because of, like, the height, the form, everything. So, for me, I really believe with that it's the last Homo sapien to, like, exist pretty much, that is still alive, if that makes sense. So, and then I guess that would also kind of correlate to... like with the Stone Age theory, is that because the theory that everybody came from being a Homo sapien back then.
Homo sapiens is like what we are now. So we evolved from like, I think it was like there's like a 5 or 6 different like evolutionary steps.
Yeah, that whichever the basic evolution was for, I feel like that's like the last lone survivor of that which also could confirm the Stone Age theory of that.
Well,
that's just kind of my opinion.
That could be a thing. There could have been other evolutionary like lines that went off, like Neanderthal, that we wiped out, that humans wiped out, and that's why there's no Bigfoot, because it was different and it got killed, you know, like.
Yeah, that's just how I kind of feel.
That's what we did to the Neanderthals, and I don't know if you guys know that, but literally less than 12,000 years ago, there was a whole nother, basically like species of human running around the planet, the Neanderthals, and they were bigger and stronger than Homo sapiens, and you know, like our ancestors decided to kill them all because they were bigger and stronger, like, and I guess it was like, yeah. It's a mad one, isn't it? Mad to think.
It is.
Maybe the same thing happened to Bigfoot's people.
Yeah, but that's just also my opinion too. That Bigfoot and the Stone Age, with the evolution tree of that, I feel like those would be like hand in hand kind of thing. I feel like those two would have some correlation with each other, for sure.
Be a guest on the pod? Yeah, message me, Gamboy. From monkey to cavemen to humans. Stone ape hypothesis is low-key the best explanation out there for the increase in brain size and function. Psilocybin is neurogenic. Brain increase resulting from the throwing arm or cooked food. My arse. Yeah. Yeah, right. No, it was a combination of us having opposable thumbs and hands and freaking like neurogenics, isn't it? Like, that's what I believe. And those two things made us super intelligent. Being able to pick everything up and look at it, being able to feel everything, being able to like our hands is like mad. Do you know what I mean?
Or if you want to go in the dirty route, that we used to have a third testicle sac, but then it got cut off, so that's how it made us intelligent.
What? I've never heard that one before. Let's talk about that for a sec.
It's just a theory, so...
I've never heard of that one before, I can't lie. That's a bit of a mad one.
You never know, man.
We should start giving raccoons shrooms and see if they get smarter. I mean, the thing is it would take too long though to see. Because we're talking over the course of like hundreds or thousands of years, where in our evolutionary like timeline, that's a fraction. But in our lives, that's obviously like a massive like, yeah, I'm just joking. All right, well, yeah, I kind of knew you was, but
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like what you choose what to believe and what you don't, you know.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think our diet shifted over to food that was rich in B12, iron, zinc, iodine, and long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, which were all crucial for DHT production, increasing brain development. Basically, we relocated energy from the gut to our head. Maybe that played a part as well. Like maybe there's like actual scientific proof that actually is something that did happen. But I still
So,
don't think
in
that's the
other
only
words,
thing that happened.
pre-McDonald's
Like
pages. Okay.
I don't think that would have been the only thing that happened. But we definitely did change what we was eating over, you know, we've only had like animal agriculture for like 10,000 years max. Do you know what I mean? So like in our evolutionary timeline, the foods that we're eating haven't really been the foods that we've been eating long enough to change our physiology that much. Because you're only talking about 10,000 years. That's not long enough for humans to like really change that much through evolution. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something that I need to look more into. I don't know enough about it to really like formulate a factual standpoint. But yeah.
Yeah.
We
I know
started
for
hunting
sure
animals
that
2
a lot
million
of
years
the
ago. Yeah,
food
but humans weren't about 2 million years ago though. Like we weren't about 2 million years ago.
Yeah.
As far as I knew, that it, like we like the way we are now as modern humans, we haven't been around that long. Like,
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like if there was I guess correlating to the proof of it, especially for like that long ago, that I
so
feel like wouldn't even require proof.
early
Like, of
modern
when
humans, it
actual
says
humanity
it says
started.
we've been around for at least 300,000 years. Like, there's supporting evidence to say it was, you know, like modern humans, what we are now for the most part, have been around for like 300,000 years.
Yeah.
Early humans were about then. Yeah, that would have been early humans. Lurkin, hey, appreciate your sheet. Hell yeah. Thank you for the Discord community check-in. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in Florida, living in Florida, LetzRoll? Because obviously Florida is renowned for having like quite a lot of crazy goings on, just like out and about in the States.
Well, besides the typical alligators that are just roaming around, the only thing, and I'm trying my best to like not like, you know what, fuck my neighbors. I'll just say it.
There we go. That's a mentality.
There's
the only
the
thing
degen.
that like
Embrace it. Feel it.
like okay, so I will say the neighbors that are like to the right of me, I've never seen this happen in my fucking life, my whole time living. There's apparently child protective services, I think, or like some kind of agent for like child protective services, I want to say, that is like constantly like going to the house, to my neighbor's house, and like I think the agent was talking with my mom about the details of like the house situation over there. So I think they have like an open like child protective case on them.
Oh,
I don't
well,
like, it's just
the
yeah,
CPS shouldn't be
like,
telling your mum about that though, to be honest. That's a bit of a weird one.
well, no, it was because of the agent was asking her originally if she knows about
All right,
about
she
our
had like
neighbor.
information on it, I guess. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
mad. Well,
yeah,
I
it was
really
more
hope that the
information
children in that
than-
situation like are okay and get the, you know, are safe. Like that's messed up.
Honestly, this is just my assumption. Either whoever the mom isn't like really taking care of the kids, or they're all a bunch of fucking drug dealers. I don't know, but all I know is that they're literal assholes, and it's crazy. Actually, there was an altercation with my neighbor where her dog literally came at all four of my dogs, like about to break their necks open pretty much. And it got really hairy. And of course, you know, the fucking neighbor didn't have a leash on the damn dog, so that could have been scary because, you know, that dog was like very aggressive and like I said, it was charging at mine. And if it would have gotten any closer, if nobody would have stopped him, it would have killed my dogs. That was just the craziest thing I've seen, pretty much. Yeah.
What's something people get wrong about Florida? Arnie Carr's asking. Things we think are super common or goes on that actually doesn't happen or rarely does. Like crocodiles walking down the street and shit.
No, that's
Gators just like walking around. Yeah. That's actually I see videos.
There was a meme video of like a, I think somebody titled it of like catching a Pokemon, and it was like a guy that lives in Florida that was capturing or trying to get an alligator out of his driveway and capture it in like a garbage can, and then just kind of just release them back into like whatever lake the gator was in. That I know is for sure real.
Hi. I think I saw something about that on TikTok. I think I saw the woman's mugshot. Yeah, that's all crazy. Yeah. That's methed up. There's definitely some kind of either drugs or serious mental health issues going on in that family dynamic. That's messed up.
And the other thing is that I really believe that is like definitely people don't see in Florida don't believe in Florida that happened, but actually does. I would say definitely the people that when Hurricane Milton hit, and like there was powers out, like there you had to get all sorts of like people from different states to kind of help like rebuild Florida pretty much after the hurricane. There was fucking people that were just surfing in the damn water like during the hurricane. Like that's a legit thing, and I'm like, okay, you people are just suiciding yourself. Okay,
that's pretty rad though. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it's funny, but at the same time, it's like you know, like I get it. It's funny. It's you live once, but at the same time, it's like that is the most fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen. Funny, but you don't know what's in the goddamn water for a hurricane. First of all, like especially a hurricane. It's trying to think. There was like one other thing that oh yeah, definitely wild chickens. There are definitely
they just
wild
roaming
chickens
about.
that roam around. Yeah, it's in Ybor City in specific. I know this because I go to the Tampa Bay Brewing Company there for like, you know, lunch or whatever. There are chickens walking everywhere in the street. No joke.
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah, that I thought was kind of funny, but at the same time, it was just like, it was so weird to me because it was just like, wait, what the hell?
Oh, we're actually running out of time here. I've got a couple more questions to ask you. Then Beauty Nightmares has got one question to ask you. So,
yeah, that's right.
LetzRoll. What's next for you? Upcoming projects, streams, events? Where can the people find you?
Baby, I know.
Definitely gonna try and stream here probably later tonight. My time zone's Eastern Standard Time, so probably around like 7 or 8 Eastern Standard Time PM. I'm gonna go live. So I should have all of my. I don't have my own Discord server, but if anybody joins the community ship, all my links are in my profile. So if you want to check me out, you guys are more welcome to.
I shout out LetzRoll. If you click the heart at the top of the chat, you'll drop him a follow. He's a great guy. Been in the community a long time, since the conception of the community ship. It's good to finally have you on the podcast, dude, as well. It's been nice to break stuff down and chop it up with you, man.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other thing, I did start a Kick channel recently, so I've been multi-streaming on that. So, but I'm still trying to get all that situated. Yeah, I actually did hit affiliate on Kick, which was honestly awesome.
Triple stream? How the fuck? Wait, what do you mean triple stream?
Huh?
Yo, appreciate that. Yeah. We're actually just wrapping up the podcast here. We're about to hit 2 hours. I think Beauty Nightmares has the closing question for Let's Roll.
I do.
Yeah.
You ready for it?
Yep.
What is the number one lesson you have learned in life?
I would say you only live once, make the best of it, and just go for it. Whatever your heart and mind is set to, go for it. Don't let anything stop you.
That's
I see the
pretty
3
true,
different
man.
people. Oh, right. Yeah, that's just how we have the podcast laid out. But yeah, that's a really good message, Let's Roll. Yeah, pursue what you want in life, you know, and work hard towards it,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you only have one life, so make the best of it for sure.
I like it.
All right. Well, yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, everyone, coming into the podcast today. We appreciate you all. We'll be back next week with,
Thank you, everyone.
with another special guest. Huge shout out to Let's Roll. Big thank you to Beauty Nightmares, my awesome community ship master and podcast co-host. Yeah, I will be back on Monday with Marvel Mondays. Beauty Nightmares is gonna stream at some point. She kind of just wings it.
I'll be
Yeah,
on
totally.
Marvel Mondays
We'll
for
see
sure.
you
I show
guys
up when I
around,
show
guys.
up.
If you want to hop in the Discord, it's right there. If you want to show love to the Degens YouTube, there's the International Degenerates YouTube. Let's Roll's episode will be going up on there. And yeah, have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. Take care and peace.
Bye-bye.